Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. This is Ansari Yasmin and today we are going to solve numericals of standard 10th chapter number 4, that is effects of electric current. So before starting the numericals we will first have a look on the formulas given mentioned in chapter number 4. So one by one I'll just tell you which formulas will be used to solve these numericals. As we have studied in this chapter about the heat energy produced when the current is passed through a conductor. So here the first formula to calculate heat energy is H is equal to P into time. That is how much heat energy is being produced, that we can calculate if we know the power of the resistor and for how much time the current has been flowed. If you know these two values, we can calculate the heat energy produced in the circuit. Okay. Then another formula which we have is the formula for power. How we can calculate the power of the resistor, that will depend upon the potential difference and how much current is flowing. So that will decide the power of the resistor or the conductor of the resistor. Okay, so these two formulas are very important. The another three formulas which I'm going to tell you, all those formulas we have got by substituting one or the other value. Let's see how. First I have written here H is equal to V into I into T. So this formula, if you will observe, I have got heat energy is power into time and power is V into I. So if I substitute the value of power in this formula, I will get this formula. P is V into I. So in place of P, I will put V into I. So my formula will become H is equal to, in place of P, I will put V into I into T. So this is how I have got this formula. Okay. Another formula which I have got is, but before explaining you the another formula, first we will recall Ohm's law. This is Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. I have explained you how to remember the formula for Ohm's law. V is equal to IR, current into resistance. Okay, so if we will use these values in the formula of heat energy, we will get another formula. As you can see here, if I will put the value of V into this formula, we have studied that H is equal to V into I into T. In place of V, if I'll put this value I into R, as V is equal to I into R, so H is equal to, in place of V, I will write IR, then again there is I and then T. So I and I will become I square RT. Okay, so this is another formula I have got. And from Ohm's law only, if I have to take the value of current I, so I will be equal to V upon R. If I will put that value in this formula only, H is equal to V, then in place of I will take V upon R. So V into V upon R, then into T. So V into V will become V square into T upon R. So these are actually the formulas which we are going to use to solve all the numericals. So you all can note down these formulas. No other formula will be applicable to solve these numericals. Out of these only you have to use the formulas. Okay, now let's start the first question. Let's have a look on the first question. The first question we'll see here, heat energy is being produced in a resistance in a circuit at the rate of 100 watt. The current of 3 ampere is flowing in the circuit. What must be the value of the resistance? So first we will prepare a data here. As here it is given 100 watt. 100 watt. What is the unit of power? So this is our power. Okay, this will be our power. And next is a current of 3 ampere. is flowing through a circuit. So this 3 ampere is a current, and we need to calculate the value of the resistance. We have to calculate value of resistance. So let's see how we'll solve it. We'll prepare a data first. So let's start. Power of the resistance is given. So we'll see how we'll do that. Power of the resistor is given 100 watt. Current of 3 ampere is flowing through the circuit, and we need to calculate the value of the resistance. So let's see which formula would be applicable over here. The thing which we have to find out is resistance, and the things which are given is power and I. So we need to see that formula which includes power, current and resistance. So let's see which formula would be applicable. For power we have this formula. Power is equal to V into I. Okay, for power we have the formula V into I. So I am going to use this formula. So here what I'll do, I'll use the formula of power which we have, that is power is equal to V into I. But as you can see here, V is not given to us, even we don't have to find out V. So we have from Ohm's law V is equal to IR. So in place of V I will write IR. So in place of V I will write I into R, and this I will copy down as it is. So power is equal to I into I will become I square R. Now we are going to put values. Power is given 100. Okay. So in place of power I'll write 100 is equal to current is given 3 ampere. So in place of I will write 3, but there is a square of 3, so I'll write square into resistance we have to find out, so that I'll copy down. So 100 is equal to square of 3 will be 9 into R. So R will be equal to 100. This 9 will come in the denominator. 100 divided by 9. So R is equal to 9 ones are 9. 9 ones are 9. 1. This will become 10. 9 ones are 9. Then again we'll take point. That will become 10. 9 ones are 9. 9 ones are 9. So resistance is equal to 11.11. As this is resistance and the unit of resistance is ohm, which is denoted by this sign. If you want to round it off, as after decimal the number is less than 0, so you can round it off. It will be 11 ohm. So resistance will be equal to 11 ohm. Okay. Now we'll move on to the second question. Second question is, two tungsten bulbs of wattage 100 watt and 60 watt power work on 220 volt potential difference. If they are connected in parallel, how much current will flow in the main conductor? Okay, let's first draw the diagram to understand the question, and then we will solve it. Okay. Okay, the question is saying two tungsten bulb. Okay, bulb, we will consider it as a resistor of power 100 watt and 60 watt. So I will draw a diagram first. This is my first bulb. Okay, and this is my second bulb, and this bulb one's power is 100 watt and second bulb's power is 60 watt. The question is saying these two bulbs are connected in parallel. So for parallel connection, one end of both the bulb will be joined together and other end of both the bulb will be joined together, and then it will be taken to the positive and negative terminal of the battery. This is the parallel connection. So one end of both the bulb is connected to positive terminal and other end of both the bulb is connected to negative terminal. This is how we have to take the parallel connection. Okay, now the power of the two bulbs are given 100 watt and 60 watt. we have to calculate how much current is flowing in the main conductor. The value of current in both the bulb will be different. Okay, value of current in both the bulb will be different, but the potential difference in both the bulb will be same. The potential difference of 220 volt is provided by this 220 volt. So this 220 volt potential difference will be for bulb 1 also and for bulb 2 also, as both the ends are connected to the positive and the negative terminal of the battery, but the current in each bulb will be different. So we have to calculate the overall current in the circuit. So let's start. Bulb 1, power is given 100, so power of bulb 1 is equal to 100 watt, and the power of the bulb 2 is given 60 watt, so P2 is equal to 60 watt. Potential difference to both the resistor, that is V, is given 220 volt, and we have to calculate the current flowing through in the main conductor, that is current is denoted by I. In the main conductor we have to calculate. Okay, so now we'll start. First we will find out how much current is going in bulb 1. This is my bulb 1. I'll denote it in this way, bulb 1, and this is my bulb 2. So how much current is going in bulb 1? So power, potential difference, current. To find out current in the main conductor, we will first have to find out how much current is going in bulb 1 and how much current is going in bulb 2, and then we will calculate how much current is flowing in the main conductor. So we have power, we have potential difference, we have to calculate current. So for that, let's see which formula would be applicable. Power, potential difference into and current. So I think this formula will be suitable here. Power is equal to V into I. Power is given to us, potential difference is given to us, and current we can find out using this formula. So first let's see what happened with bulb 1, and then we'll see bulb 2. We will first find out how much current is flowing in bulb 1. So I will use the formula power of bulb 1 is equal to potential difference into current in bulb 1. I have not given number 1 to V because potential difference will be same in both the bulb. So I did not denote it by 1 or 2. Power is different for both the bulb, current in both the bulb will be different, that is why I have given it number 1. Power of bulb 1 is 100, so here I'll take 100 is equal to potential difference is 220, so I'll take 220 into current flowing in the bulb 1 is I1. So I1 is equal to 100 divided by 220. This 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. 5 has to be divided by 11. So I will take 11 4s are 44. 6 will remain. 11 5s are 55. So this is current flowing in bulb 1. And the unit for current is ampere, so it would be 0.45 ampere. Now let's see how much current is flowing in bulb 2. So same formula would be applicable here. Power of bulb 2 is equal to potential difference into current in bulb 2. Power of bulb 2 is given 60 watt. Potential difference is 220. Same for both the bulb, and how much current is flowing in bulb 2, that we will find out. So I2 is equal to 60 divided by 220. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2. 3 has to be divided by 11. So I2 is equal to 11 2s are 22. 8 will remain. 11 7s are 77. 3 will remain, 11 2s are 22, 2.72, sorry, here it will be I2 is equal to 11 2s are 22, 8 will remain, 11 7s are 0.27 ampere. As it is 3, so we will take 0 and then we will divide. So current in the bulb 2 is 0.27 ampere. So the current in the main conductor, we can calculate the current in the whole conductor or in the main conductor, we can calculate by adding current in the bulb 1 plus current in the bulb 2, that is I1 plus I2. I1 is 0.45 plus I2 is 0.27, and if we will add these two, we are going to get 0.72 ampere is current flowing in the main conductor. So this is how we can calculate the current flowing in the main conductor when the two bulbs of different power having same potential difference are connected in parallel. Thank you.